For today's video, we're going to get some gameplay with the new Sled hammer, but first I want to quickly show what else is available in the event store. They're also selling the Obliterator for 1680 gold. You definitely want to make sure that you get this sometime this week. I'll leave some Obliterator gameplay in the description if you want to go check it out. And like I said, they're also selling the Sled hammer. That's also going to cost 1680 gold. And we'll check out the perks here in a second. They also got legendary flux, armory slots, power-based knocks, which is one of the best constructors in the game. If you don't have power-based knocks already, you're going to want to get him sometime this week. We also got an epic scythe, an epic sniper defender, and I would recommend getting the sniper defender, but you may want to try to get a legendary version. Anyways, they're also selling evolution materials, perk up, assassin Sarah, who we haven't gotten gameplay with. They're also selling re-perk, as well as the tiny instrument of death and wall spikes. And we haven't gotten gameplay of this tiny instrument of death either. If you would like to see some gameplay of it, let me know in the comments below. And yeah, that sums up everything that's in the weekly store. Let's go ahead and check out the perks that came with our Sled hammer. And first, let's take a closer inspection. It looks like there's a hood ornament on it, like you would see on the hood of a car. It also looks like there's a grill on it directly below the hood ornament. And wait, is that a rear view mirror? It looks like a rear view mirror on it as well. I don't know what that is. That's just what it looks like. And it also looks like it has some exhaust pipes. And again, it is part of the Rat Rod weapon set, so it definitely has that hot rod vibe to it. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and spin it around real quick just to show you what the entire thing looks like. I actually think it looks pretty cool. Alright, so the perks that we got on ours are attack speed, movement speed, physical damage, heavy attack energy efficiency, and increased damage to stun, staggered, and knock down targets. Hitting an enemy with this weapon grants a 6% increase in attack speed for 5 seconds, and it can stack up to 5 times. And at the very bottom, it says hardware medium rat rod, a fast swinging hammer that gains speed with each hit, leap attack, heavy attack that jumps to the targeted foe and damages and knocks down nearby enemies. And before we start changing perks around on the Sled, I do want to scroll over every slot just to show you all of the available options. Alright, well, we didn't have enough to max out any of the perks, but we did go ahead and change this one from heavy attack energy efficiency to crit rating. And the reason we chose crit rating is because that's going to help us trigger that kinetic overload more often, and that's going to help us do a lot more damage. I also wanted to change it to energy, but we didn't have enough re-perk, so this is the role we're going to use while testing out the new Sled. And as for our loadout, we're going to be using Steel Wool Sid. We have Guardian Bull in our support slot and Stars and Stripes AC in our tactical slot. The mission we're going to do while testing it is this level 100 deliver the bomb, and we're also going to be doing it solo. Alright, well, let's go ahead and craft it. And one of the main things I like about hammers is that they don't require any mechanical parts. And obviously, with it being a melee weapon, it's not going to require any ammo, so you don't have to waste materials constantly crafting ammo. Oh wow, did you see that? It looked like some flames came out of the exhaust. Wait, how do we get them to come out again? Let's see. Okay, so every time you pull out the weapon, the little flames come out. It's actually pretty cool. Alright, so before we get into the gameplay, I do want to test it out against this level 100 smasher. But before we take them out, I do want to check out the attack speed, because again, every time you get a hit with it, it increases your attack speed. So this is the normal attack speed. A little bit faster than the pulverizer, definitely faster than the walloper. And let's go check out the increase in attack speed once we start hitting the smasher. Here we go. And we're only going to use our normal attack for this one. Doing some pretty decent damage. We're also staggering him as well. So yeah, it definitely looks like the attack speed is increasing every time we get a hit. And that's what it looks like against the level 100 smasher. We actually killed him pretty quick. Alright, let's go check out the heavy attack as well. It's just like the walloper, yep. Same leap attack. And it can also stun husk as well, as you saw those little stars above their heads. So again, whenever they get stunned like that, you're going to do even more damage because of that increased damage to stun, staggered, and knock down perk. And in my opinion, that's the best heavy attack in the game when it comes to melee weapons. And there's the heavy attack again. So yeah, the heavy attack's just like the walloper. Hey look, this one also has exhaust pipes. You guys are brothers.
The bomb is on the move. Keep it safe.
Alright, well, I think we've tested it enough. Let's go ahead and start the escort. And we're just going to be using the Sled the entire escort. Here we go, people. Looks like we got nature
The bomb is
enemies.
taking damage.
Or, never mind. I think it's going to be water enemies. We just had some random nature ones strolling about. But it doesn't really matter what the element is because we have the physical element. And I'm really loving this attack speed. This thing is actually really good. And somehow we're taking damage. Uh-oh. Hold on, let's get back to the bomb. No, don't. Oh my goodness. So as you can see, our attack speed's like really fast. Especially when we're getting hits. It almost feels as fast as the slammer. Actually, it might be faster than the slammer. Once we start getting some hits and increasing our attack speed, I kind of feel like it swings faster. Like I showed earlier, the heavy attack is the same as the walloper. So it like combines the best things I like about both of those weapons. The attack speed of the slammer and the heavy attack of the walloper. And it doesn't look like they're spawning in. Uh-oh. If they don't spawn in again, we'll just skip the rest of this. But hopefully they'll spawn back in. Oh, here they come. When it comes to loadouts, I think this may end up being like one of the best loadouts you can use with the hammer. It's the same loadout that we used when we got gameplay with the pulverizer the other day. I'll leave a link to that pulverizer gameplay in the description if you want to go check it out. Honestly, I kind of feel like this might be my new favorite hammer. If we were to compare this against the pulverizer, the attack speed's faster. The heavy attack is cooler in my opinion. And with that being said, I kind of feel like this is going to end up being my new favorite hammer. I just have a feeling. Because one of the main reasons I didn't really use the walloper that much is because the attack speed is so slow. Like if I had a quicker attack speed, I would probably use that hammer the most. But yeah, since this one has the leap attack and the quicker attack speed, I kind of feel like this is not only better than the walloper, but it's also better than the pulverizer and better than the slammer. And I haven't tried every hammer in the game, but out of all of the ones that I have tried, this definitely seems like it's one of the best ones. Oh, are we done?
We made it.
Oh. Alright, well I think we're ready for the defense. Let's go ahead and get started. Here we go, people. They're spawning from two different directions. From the south as well as the east. And we were right at the build limit when we started. We could build some more right now and it wouldn't affect the build limit. Looks like we got a lot spawning over here. Let's go ahead and try to take these guys out. We sort of built an infinite loop over here. It pushes them off of this cliff. And they scoot back on their ass to these stairs over here. Look at them scoot. That is so cute. They go back up the stairs and then they come back and get pushed over the cliff again. So we have a little infinite loop over here to help us out. That is so cute. I don't even want to kill them. It's called the booty scoot. I don't even know, man. Someone asked me the other day, why do I always get glitches? I have no idea. Oh, there we go. So I think we're gonna have to like stand outside of our tunnel to actually get some kills because our traps are killing most of the huts. Let's go ahead and check the other side. We do have 3 defenders. We have 2 rifleman defenders as well as Grandpa. And he is using the Obliterator, which reminds me, you definitely want to get the Obliterator sometime this week. I'll leave some Obliterator gameplay in the description if you want to go check it out. We do have the perks maxed out now, so if you would like an updated gameplay, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, I think the defenders got all the huts spawning over here. Let's go ahead and run back over here so we can get some more gameplay with the lead sled. Is it lead sled or lead sled? Because yesterday I called it lead sled and I kind of feel like an idiot if it's really called lead sled. This attack speed is actually crazy. I feel like this is probably the best hammer in the game. Especially when it comes to attack speed and the heavy attack. I don't think it's going to do quite as much damage as, let's say, the walloper, but I feel like it's best when it comes to all the other categories.
That's that.
And like I said, we do have physical on it right now, but I think I'm going to end up changing it to energy. so that way I can use it all the time, no matter what element the husk are. One thing I didn't show an example of was that Kinetic Overload, which just triggered right there. It only comes with 15% crit chance, so I would recommend that you change one of the perks to crit rating, because that's going to help you trigger that Kinetic Overload. The Kinetic Overload does a lot more damage. So, Uncle's down.
A little help here.
So you definitely want to use it with constructors that have Kinetic Overload. And you're probably going to want to put crit rating as one of your perks. You may also want to keep that attack speed as one of your perks as well. But yeah, I think I'm going to end up keeping the perks that we have on it now and just change the element to energy. I didn't even get to see like what kind of husk we're getting. We're not getting any type of element, which is perfect because we have the physical element.
Here it comes.
It's like we're getting
30
husky
seconds
husk. We're not
left.
really getting a whole lot of mist monsters. I also like how it can stun husk as well. It's probably not going to stun like regular husk that often because you can kill them pretty quick. But when it comes to mist monsters, you should be able to stun them consistently. But yeah, that sums it up for our first Sled gameplay. This is definitely one of the best hammers in the game. In my opinion, it's the best hammer. For those of you who have tried it, let me know what you think about it in the comments below. I hope y'all found the video useful, and thanks for watching.